Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we've got 2 cans of beer from Wild Horse Brewing Co in Llandudno, Wales. The first we're going to be looking at is a 6% IPA called Brocken Spectre. It is hopped with Azaka, Amarillo, Simcoe, Mandarin and Ferrara. One thing I like on these is you've got it in Welsh, haven't you? Let's get this in a glass. Never had anything from this brewery before. They had good ratings. Thought I'd give them a go because I'm that shallow. No, it's. I decided. I went in the shop the other day and I thought, you know what? I'll try a couple of new breweries, or breweries I've not had for a while or much from. This is a new one from me. So kind of a sandy coloured IPA. Let me give it. Kind of orange, slightly sandy looking beer. Lovely, tight, pure white foam on top. So a swell and sniff. Let's check out the aroma. That's nice. Kind of light, crisp, kind of really fresh, citrus aroma. Lime, kiwi, hint of pine, fresh kind of evergreen. Definitely lime and kiwi. Bit of grapefruit. Smells nice. Let's dive in. Cheers. Very nice. It's the first beer I've ever had from these guys. Very pleasant. Flavour wise, I'm getting a little bit more peach and sweet orange in the flavour, but still kind of quite a specific wheaty note there as well. Thought I had a chip on my glass then. But I think it continues where it left off on the aroma. Maybe a hint of apple, but definitely kiwi, lime, grapefruit. It's really nice. Really lovely. It's not too kind of like soft, but it's nice and kind of like pillowy. Really thirst quenching. Sits towards kind of a more citric side of things, but fresh and effervescent. Really drinkable. Lovely stuff. So that was Brocken. I'm going to say Brocken. Up Yorkshire we say it's fucking Brocken, is that? Spectre. You won't believe how many times I started this video and call it Spectre. So this is a cola with Black Cloak, which that branding looks familiar. Don't know where I've seen that. Not really heard of Black Cloak Brewing Company. But this is Boardwalk double IPA at 8.4% ABV. So this is to celebrate the guest brewery's 3rd birthday. And it is a soft, hazy double IPA with a blend of New Zealand, Nelson Sauvin, Waiheke, Wakatu, and Wakatu? I'm going Wakatu. And US Citra. I mean, they're both, if you're superficial as I am, they're both over 4 on tap, so why the dickens not? Let's give them a go. So, beer in the glass, going for this, kind of, I'm going to say pretty darn orange, pale orange, with but as far as top end of murky for months, I'd say. Pure white foam on top, quite a bubbly head, a rocky head. So a swell and sniff. Let's check out the aroma. Parma violets, lavender, it's that kind of thing. Hint of musty pine. Quite a reserved aroma, but it's what's there is pleasant. And then kind of like lemongrass, lemon verbena, if you've ever smelt that. Yeah, I made a roast chicken today. Stuck some lemon up its arse, and when you pull it out, it's got a bit charred. It reminds me of that. It smells nice. It smells all right. That's different. It's nice to get an aroma that's not completely same old. I mean, maybe that kind of like what would you say, burnt lemon. Maybe that's coming from the Nelson. Nelson's a funny hop. For me, maybe not the hop that it once was. Waiti Wakatu, I always think quite citric, quite sharp. Often in lower ABV beers that are quite bitter. What I'm thinking of beers from like Hawkshead in the past. And Citra, I think Citra's playing a background role for me in this. Anyway, let's dive in. Cheers. That's really tasty. Yeah, no wrong with them at all. Grape, big time. Yeah, once again, that kind of lavender, Parma violet type thing. Musty, dank, but floral at the same time. It's got a big flavour to it. Really has. But yeah, definitely on the... Maybe it's the Nelson bringing in a real kind of like potent kind of preserved lemon. And once again, I'm going back to that lemon. put it under chicken. You trivet with your veg. Bit of bloody lemon in there. It's got stuck to the bottom at roasting tin. Scrape that off. Reminds me of that. A roasted lemon. But definitely that kind of like quite a potent Nelson note in there as well. I know I've got a friend who will love a bit of this. I'm definitely going to suggest that he checks these guys out because I think these are two very nice beers. So that is Boardwalk from Wild Horse and collab with Black Cloak Brewing. So the two what I was looking at today. I mean, the reason why this, it's the first time I've ever looked at them. I wanted to get a bit of more of a broader idea of who they are, and instead of just going, oh, this is an IPA from a brewery I've never heard of. Well, I've never had before. I know they did a collab with Cloudwater relatively recently. Been around for a couple of years, making a bit of a stir. I mean, I'm not the most up on the Welsh brewing scene, but these might be the best out there. So, that's two very good beers from Wild Horse. I keep thinking Black Horse, it's a Black Horse. Wild Horse. Lloyd's, from the Lloyd's, from the Lloyd's Bank in the 1980s. And from Wild Horse Brewing Co. in London. No, lovely stuff. I'm going to go back to the IPA and I'll tell you farewell. I'm Rob from HopZine. See you next time. Cheers.